You're live.
Cool. Hey everybody, Rachel here from VacuumsRus and Sewing 2 in Boulder, Colorado. And today we are going to sew a pillowcase. It's a really simple pillowcase. Some people call it a hot dog pillowcase, a burrito pillowcase, the magic pillowcase, whatever it is, it's super simple. And you add a nice little like cuff and trim to it. So first, we're going to get our fabrics ready. We need 3 different fabrics in total. One is going to be the body of the fabric, 26 inches by 41 inches. So I am using this for our body fabric. I've already pre-cut it to 26 inches by 41 inches. And then we're going to have our cuff piece, which I'm going to use this. Our cuff is 9 inches by 41 inches. And then I'm also going to add a little extra trim. The trim is going to be 2 inches by 41 inches. And I'm just using a solid trim to kind of break up the 2 prints. So 2 inches by 41. So first, after we've cut all of our pieces, we are going to iron, fold and iron our trim piece in half. We're going to fold it in half wrong sides together. So again, I've already done that to save time. So I've got my 2 inches. I just folded it in half wrong sides together and then ironed it so it's got a nice crisp edge. And that's going to be our little trim piece. So once we have everything cut, folded, and pressed in half lengthwise, we're going to pin everything together and then start sewing. So we're going to, I'm going to flip my camera over here really quick. Okay, so we're going to first lay our folded and pressed trim piece on top of our cuff piece, right side up. So this is our trim piece. This is our cuff piece. So we're just going to lay it. I'll try to show you in the camera, and then I'm going to use a larger space to trim it or to pin it. So here's our raw edge and our raw edge. We're going to line our 2 raw edges up. Right, everything right side up. So we're just going to line these up and then pin down so it lays all nice together. So I don't like pinning. I like to use little clips because I think they're easier. So see how I clipped it? Again, raw edges, everything right side up. And you can use however many pins or clips you want, whatever you feel comfortable with. Some people like to live dangerously, some don't, or they're a happy medium like myself. So clip away. I hope everybody's having a good day today. We've had a lot of fires, evacuations, all that stuff here in Colorado. So I hope everybody's doing okay. Okay, so I am going to recut a trim piece. I seem to have cut it a little bit too short here, so I will recut and be back momentarily. This is what happens when you don't measure twice and cut once. I cut and then measure, so another lesson learned. So I will be right back. Okay, so I have recut my pieces and we're going to start pinning again. So again, raw edges together. And we're just gonna pin away. Or clip. So the measurements I'm using are for a standard size pillowcase. You can adjust the measurements for this pillowcase for the, if you want like a smaller pillowcase or a large king size pillowcase. So once you learn the technique, you can really like expand on it and make adjustments. And I'm going to go to a flat surface because it's easier to clip on a flat surface. Okay, so I have my trim and my cuff clipped together, raw edges lined up, and then I'm going to place my body piece right side down on top of our pinned pieces above. So we're going to take our body piece, line it up, raw edges together. We're going to put our body piece right side down. So we're kind of going to sandwich it all in together. I'm going to do that on my large surface again, just because it's easier. And we'll go from there. Okay, so we now have a little sandwich, so to speak. So our raw edges are all lined up. I've got my body fabric on the top here, the right side facing down. And then I've got the little trim piece folded in half, and then our little cuff piece on the bottom right side up. So now we're going to stitch a 1/4 inch seam allowance all along this edge. So we'll start stitching. So I'm using my, just real quick about this foot here. I'm using my 1/4 inch foot with the guide. There's a little metal guide on the end, if you can see it. And that's gonna line up on the edge of my fabric, making a perfect 1/4 inch. So it'll line up as a nice little guide along that. Right. So that guide just really helps guide along the edge of the fabric. Perfect little 1/4 inch. And remove the pins as you go. And I am just checking to make sure everything is still lined up. Looks good. Just readjusting a little bit here. This guide kind of keeps everything lined up and in place, which is really nice. Okay, and then I like to reverse at the end of my stitch here. All right, so we have done our full 1/4 inch seam here. And then as you can see, everything's all stitched together nicely. So the next step we're going to do is we're going to roll our body piece to the sewn edge. So we're going to do that really quick, and I'm going to go over to my large space here for a minute and do that. Okay, so I'm not sure how well you can see this, but you can see our sewn edge right here that we just sewed, and we're taking our body piece and we're kind of rolling it into like a hot dog or a pillow type thing here. So we've rolled it out of the way, and we're taking our cuff piece, which is this one, and we're going to fold it up and line it up with this edge right here. So you want to make sure that your rolled body fabric is not going to get stitched into our stitching here. You just want to fold it out of the way. So we're taking this now. We're going to go up and pin or clip, or if you like to live dangerously, you don't have to. I'm not that dangerous of a person though. And we are just clipping away. And again, it is much easier on a larger surface. So I'm going to finish clipping on my larger surface. Okay, so we have clipped everything in place. So as you can see, I have a nice little hot dog or a burrito shape going on, whatever you want to call it. And we are going to just stitch along this edge, a 1/4 inch seam allowance. We're going to stitch through all of our layers of fabric, and this is going to put everything together. So away we stitch. So I like to adjust as I go, making sure that my outer fabric is still in here, but not going to get caught in that seam. So I'm just adjusting and stitching. I have programmed my lovely Viking sewing machine to end with a needle in the down position and raise my presser foot so I can adjust. This is one of the main reasons I should say that I really like auto pivoting on a machine. So again, just adjusting, making sure my outer fabric won't get caught. And reversing at the end. Okay, so now we've sewn it all together. It's this nice little like hot dog or burrito. And we're basically going to pull the hot dog, which is our body fabric, out from our little tortilla or outside. I like to call it the tortilla. So we're just gonna pull it. So we're just pulling it out. And see how this starts to kind of come out here? So we're just easing it. So I pull a little bit and then I pull on our little cup here. Fun, huh? Okay, so we have pulled our body fabric out and we now have our cuff, our trim, and our body fabric. How cool is that? So I am now going to press everything so it lays nice and flat. And then we will go over what we're going to stitch next. All right, so we have now pressed it. So see how it's nice and flat. Now it'll just be much easier to work with and sew once we have it pressed. So one thing I noticed is when I cut my trim fabric again, I still didn't get it quite right. Nobody's perfect here. So I am just real quick going to trim to this edge of the shorter piece here. So when I do sew my 1/4 inch seam allowance, it's gonna lay correctly in there. So I am going to, again, trim that up here. So we have a pillowcase. So, Okay, so there we go. Okay, so I trimmed my edge here, so see how it lines up now? Just so when I do sew in a 1/4 inch, it'll catch all the seams here. So in case you make that same mistake, now you know what to do. So we are now going to put wrong sides together and stitch a 1/4 inch seam across both our bottom and side. So we're basically folding it in half again. So cuff to cuff, body to body. And I am just gonna make sure that my 2 little pieces here are going to line up and pin that in place or flip. And then I'm going to clip down the side and the bottom. Okay, so I have clipped it. Again, when you fold wrong sides together and, oops, excuse me, little one. And we are going to sew a 1/4 inch seam allowance along both our side and bottom. Okay. That guide on our 1/4 inch foot is just going to glide along the edge of our seams. So just adjusting as we go. And when we get to the corner, I have my pivot, auto pivot set. So I can just pivot around that corner and start sewing again. And when I get to the end, I am going to reverse just because that is the end. And scissors. Okay, and now we have a finished pillowcase. So I'm just going to take my pillowcase and turn it right side out. And then I like to press my little corners open with my finger, push them out, and voila. Move my machine out of the way here. Whoopsies. Let's see if you can see it. So we have our pillowcase with our little seam there. So easy, simple. You can make your own pillowcases now for your guest bedroom, for your home. You can use the same technique for different sizes of pillowcases. It's all pretty simple. So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to comment below, or if you have any ideas on what you would like to learn, feel free to comment below. And I do have one more thing here that I'd like to show everybody, because who doesn't like a puppy, right? Say hi. Hi. This is Ruth. Make sure to pop in and see her. Thanks for watching.